Imagine you're sitting inside a cold, dark cave. Ice Age winds howl outside. The fire is dying. And around you are the carefully arranged bones of someone you once knew. But here's the part no one tells you. Those bones have been cracked open. The meat stripped clean. The skull shaped into a cup. This wasn't a crime scene. This was a ritual. And it happened right here on this very earth over 14,000 years ago. Today, we're going deep into one of the most disturbing and misunderstood chapters of human history. Why did ancient humans eat each other? The answer is far more complex than you think. Let's go back, way back. Not hundreds of years, not thousands. 1.45 million years ago. In what is now northern Kenya, a shin bone was left behind. Fossilized. Forgotten. Until scientists dug it up and found something chilling. 9 deliberate cut marks, made by stone tools, all going in the same direction, all focused on exactly where the calf muscle would have attached to the bone. Researchers compared these marks to nearly 900 controlled experiments on bones, and the conclusion was undeniable. Someone had butchered this leg, the same way they butchered animals. People are hungry, said paleoanthropologist Brianna Paubiner of the Smithsonian, and they're eating dead people to feed themselves. But here's where it gets interesting. This wasn't a one-off event. Archaeological evidence of cannibalism stretches across prehistoric Western Europe, covering a period from 960,000 years ago, all the way to the Bronze Age, and the evidence keeps getting older. Cannibalism isn't some dark footnote in human history, it is part of human history. Now let's travel to England, to a cave carved deep into the hills of Somerset. Gough's Cave. It's 115 meters deep, over 3 kilometers long, and it holds some of the most disturbing discoveries ever made on British soil. Inside, researchers found the remains of at least 5 to 7 people, a child, teenagers, adults. Every single one of them showed the same signs. Cut marks where flesh had been meticulously removed. Long bones cracked open to get to the marrow inside. Ribs gnawed. And the teeth marks on the bones, human teeth marks, but the skulls are what truly haunted researchers. 3 of them had been carefully shaped, the facial bones removed, the base cut away with precision, until what remained was a perfect bowl. A skull cup. Scientists from the Natural History Museum confirmed it. These weren't accidents, or damage from time. This was craftsmanship. Someone sat down, picked up a stone tool, and deliberately turned a human skull into a vessel. And one forearm bone found in the cave had been engraved, after the flesh was eaten, with a zigzag pattern. Think about that. After the meal, they made art on the bones. This was not survival, this was culture. Here's the million-dollar question. Why? Researchers have identified 3 main reasons ancient humans practiced cannibalism, and they're all very different. Reason 1, survival, the most obvious one. When food runs out, desperate measures follow. Gough's Cave sits in the middle of the last ice age. Resources were scarce. Winters were brutal. When someone in the group died, their body represented calories. Cold, practical, brutal, but human. Reason 2. Warfare. At sites like Grandolina in Spain, dating back 900,000 years, bones of 7 individuals from the species Homo antecessor were found mixed in with bones of horses, deer, and other animals. All butchered the same way. All eaten. Some researchers believe these weren't members of the same group. They were enemies. Consuming a defeated enemy was, in many ancient cultures, the ultimate act of dominance. A way of saying, you no longer exist. Reason 3. Ritual. This one is the most haunting. Across 59 European sites from the same era, researchers found a pattern. Cannibalism wasn't random. It was localized, repeated, and consistent within specific cultures. The Magdalenian people, who also made stunning cave paintings and carved bone tools, appear to have practiced cannibalism as a funerary ritual. Think of it like this. Today, we bury our dead. Or cremate them. For them, consuming the body may have been a way of keeping the person with you, of honoring them, of making their strength part of you. As one researcher put it, eating the dead was different in practice. but perhaps not in meaning, to cremations or burials. It wasn't evil, it was their version of a farewell, and it wasn't just our species. In Gough Cave, Belgium, researchers found 45,000-year-old Neanderthal bones, cut marks, bite marks, bones cracked for marrow, the exact same pattern as the horses and reindeer they were known to eat. Neanderthals were cannibalizing each other too, but recent studies suggest something even more chilling. Some Neanderthal groups specifically targeted outsiders, women and children from other tribes, eaten after raids. Cannibalism, for them, may have been an act of war. So what do we do with all of this? It's easy to look at these findings and feel disgust, to feel distant from these ancient ancestors. But here's what the science actually tells us. Cannibalism was not the act of monsters. It was the act of humans, responding to starvation, war, grief, and culture with the only tools they had. What's remarkable isn't that they did it. What's remarkable is that buried inside these dark rituals were signs of something deeply human. Art engraved on bone, skulls shaped with care, a culture built around honoring the dead. These were not animals. These were people. Complicated, surviving, meaning-making people, just like us. The past is never as simple as we want it to be. Understanding where we came from, no matter how dark, is the only way to truly understand who we are today.